Before we begin this morning prayer, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Good morning. The light of a new day is here, gentle yet strong, a reminder that courage is not found in never feeling afraid, but in choosing to rise, even with trembling hands. Confidence is not arrogance or pride. It is the quiet assurance that I am not walking this day alone, that God goes before me, beside me, and within me. So before the weight of responsibility presses in, before doubts whisper too loudly, I pause to breathe, to pray, to align my heart with the one who gives me strength. God, thank you for waking me again. Thank you that my eyes open to see another sunrise. Thank you that breath still fills my lungs, that my heart continues its steady rhythm, that my body is alive. These simple truths are foundations of courage. To live it all is already to be brave, to keep showing up day after day. Thank you that your love meets me here, right where I am, not when I feel strongest, but even when I feel fragile. I ask you for courage today, courage to speak truth with kindness, courage to love even when it feels risky, courage to take the next step, even if the path is not clear, courage to face what I fear instead of hiding from it, courage to keep going when I feel like giving up. God, let courage rise not from my own strength, but from your spirit alive within me. Remind me that courage is not about being fearless, but about being faithful. I also ask you for confidence, not the shallow confidence that depends on compliments or achievements, but the deep confidence that comes from knowing who I am in you. I am your child. I am loved. I am chosen. I am not defined by mistakes or failures. I am not diminished by the opinions of others. My worth is secure because it is rooted in your love. Thank you that this truth gives me a confidence that cannot be shaken by changing circumstances. God, I thank you for the challenges ahead, because even though they test me, they also grow me. Courage is formed in trial. Confidence is strengthened in uncertainty. Renewal comes when I walk through difficulty and discover I am not alone. So today I will not run from challenges. I will face them with you. Even if I stumble, I trust you will lift me. Even if I hesitate, I trust you will guide me. Even if I fall, I trust you will restore me. I thank you for the small acts of courage already present in me. For every time I have spoken up when it was hard. For every time I have shown kindness when it was easier to stay silent. For every time I have tried again after failure. These are seeds of courage, and they remind me that I already carry bravery within me. Thank you for watering these seeds, for growing them, for turning them into synth for today. God, let my courage today be gentle, not harsh. Let my confidence be humble, not proud. Let both be rooted in love. Courage that tears down is not true courage. Confidence that diminishes others is not true confidence. Teach me to walk in the kind of strength that builds, uplifts, and heals. Let my presence bring peace, not fear. Let my words bring encouragement, not harm. Let my choices reflect love, even when they require boldness. I also thank you for peace, because peace is the soil where courage grows. When I am restless, fear grows stronger. When I am hurried, doubt grows louder. But when I am still, when I breathe, when I trust, courage rises. Thank you for peace that steadies me. Thank you for stillness that renews me. Thank you that your spirit whispers courage when my heart feels small. God, I ask you to help me see myself through your eyes today. Too often, I see only flaws, only weaknesses, only the ways I fall short. But you see beloved, you see capable, you see forgiven, you see worthy, you see someone who carries light, who carries purpose, who carries grace. Help me to believe what you say about me more than what fear says. Help me to walk with the quiet confidence that I am enough, because you are enough in me. So here I am. God, breathing deeply, standing at the edge of a new day. I do not know everything that awaits me, but I know this: I will not walk it alone. Courage will rise when I trust you. Confidence will grow when I remember your love, and for that I am deeply grateful. God, as I move deeper into this morning, I realize how often I allow fear to dictate my choices. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But you remind me that fear is not my guide. Fear is not my master. Perfect love casts out fear, and your love surrounds me even now. Let courage rise within me as I remember that I am safe in you. Let confidence anchor me as I remember that nothing can separate me from your love. These truths are stronger than fear, and I choose to rest in them. I thank you for the ways you have carried me through times when I felt anything but brave, for the nights when anxiety consumed me, yet somehow I made it through to morning, for the days when doubt was loud, yet somehow I still kept going, for the moments I thought I could not endure, yet somehow strength appeared. These are reminders that courage does not come from me alone. It is evidence of your spirit alive in me. Thank you that your presence is my source of boldness, that your promises are my foundation of confidence. God, help me to step into opportunities today with trust instead of hesitation. Too often, I shrink back, questioning if I am capable, doubting if I am enough. But you remind me that I am equipped for the tasks before me, not because I am flawless, but because you go with me. You do not call me to be perfect, you call me to be present. And with your spirit, my presence is enough. Thank you that I do not need to wait until I feel completely ready to move forward. Readiness is not about perfection, but about willingness. I ask you to renew my voice today, God. Give me the courage to speak when silence would be easier, but less loving. Give me the confidence to share encouragement when someone needs hope. Give me the strength to tell the truth with gentleness, even if it is uncomfortable. Words carry power, and I want mine to carry light. Help me not to waste my voice on fear or negativity, but to let it be an instrument of peace, courage, and faith. God, I thank you for the courage that comes through vulnerability, for the times I admitted I was struggling and found support instead of shame, for the times I shared my story and discovered it helped someone else. Vulnerability feels risky, but it is also healing. Confidence is not about pretending to have it all together. It is about being honest and trusting that I am loved even in my imperfection. Help me to walk in that kind of confidence today, not the mask of perfection, but the strength of authenticity. I thank you for examples of courage you place before me, for the stories of people who persevered despite trials, for the quiet bravery of those who choose kindness in a harsh world, for the resilience of those who keep showing up despite fear. Their lives remind me that courage does not always roar. Sometimes it whispers in persistence, in gentleness, in faith. Let their courage inspire my own. Let their strength remind me that I am not alone in this journey. God, let confidence shape the way I carry myself today. Not arrogance, not pride, but the quiet assurance of belonging. Confidence that allows me to walk with open hands instead of clenched fists. Confidence that helps me listen deeply instead of defending constantly. Confidence that frees me to celebrate others instead of competing with them. True confidence is generous because it knows its source is unshakable. Let me embody that kind of confidence in every interaction. I ask you to remind me, God, that courage grows in the small choices, in choosing patience when I am frustrated, in choosing kindness when I feel unseen, in choosing honesty when it would be easier to hide, in choosing faith when doubt feels overwhelming. These are acts of courage too, even if no one notices. Thank you that you see them all. Thank you that nothing small is wasted. Thank you that every courageous choice strengthens my spirit. So as this day continues, I will not wait for fear to disappear before I act. I will not wait for every doubt to be silenced before I move. I will choose courage in the middle of uncertainty. I will choose confidence even with trembling hands, because you are with me, guiding, strengthening, and reminding me that I am never alone. God, as the morning unfolds, the day stretches before me, I return again to your presence, because I know that real courage is not found in me alone, but in you. Left to myself, I waver, I hesitate, I doubt. But when I lean on your strength, when I remember your promises, when I trust your spirit within me, I find boldness that I could not create on my own. Thank you that courage is not a personality trait, but a gift of your grace, available to me in every moment I choose to believe. I thank you for the times when I stepped forward even though fear tried to hold me back, for the moments when I raised my head, when I wanted to shrink, for the choices where I spoke truth even when my voice shook. These small victories remind me that courage is not about never feeling fear, but about moving faithfully in spite of it. They remind me that I am stronger than the lies that try to silence me. They remind me that confidence grows with every act of trust. God, I ask you to teach me to see challenges as opportunities. Too often I see obstacles only as threats, but you remind me that they are also places where my courage can grow, where my confidence can deepen. The hard conversation is a chance to practice honesty. The long task is a chance to practice endurance. The uncertain path is a chance to practice trust. With you, nothing is wasted, not even difficulty. Thank you for using even my trials as training grounds for strength. I thank you for reminding me that courage does not always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like showing up on a hard day. Sometimes it looks like choosing to smile. Sometimes it looks like beginning again after failure. Sometimes it looks like resting when I want to push through. Let me not discount these quieter forms of bravery. They are holy too. They are proof that your spirit is at work in me, shaping me slowly, steadily, lovingly. God, help me to carry myself today with quiet confidence, not the kind that boasts or shouts, but the kind that rests secure in love. Confidence that allows me to be kind without fear of being overlooked. Confidence that frees me to listen instead of rushing to prove myself. Confidence that celebrates the success of others without feeling diminished. Confidence that is unshaken by criticism because it knows its foundation is not in human approval but in divine truth. I ask you to protect me from the temptation to compare myself with others. Comparison steals courage. Comparison erodes confidence. It tells me I am not enough, or that I must become someone I was never meant to be. But you remind me that I am uniquely created, uniquely gifted, uniquely called. My journey is not theirs. My path is not theirs. Thank you that I do not need to measure myself against anyone else. My value is secure. My worth is unchanging. My confidence rests in your design, not in comparison. God, let courage guide my relationships today. Courage to apologize when I am wrong. Courage to forgive when I am hurt. Courage to speak truth when silence would be easier. Courage to love even when it feels risky. Relationships require bravery, and I ask you to make me brave enough to choose connection over fear, kindness over withdrawal, honesty over hiding. Let my courage be rooted in love, not pride. Let my confidence be expressed in gentleness, not arrogance. I also thank you for the way you use encouragement from others to strengthen my spirit. A kind word, spoken at the right time, a reminder that I am not alone, a gesture of support that lifts my heart. These are not accidents. They are signs of your care, instruments of your guidance. Thank you for the people who remind me of who I am when I forget. Thank you for the voices that echo your truth when doubt grows loud. Let me be that voice for others too, offering courage and confidence to those who need it. God, as I move through this day, help me to breathe when fear rises, to pause when doubt circles, to pray when anxiety presses. In every breath is a chance to receive courage. In every pause is a chance to welcome confidence. In every prayer is a chance to remember your nearness. I do not need to chase bravery. I need only to remain connected to you, and courage will grow naturally. I do not need to force confidence. I need only to rest in your love, and assurance will follow. So here I am again, God, ready to step forward, not because I feel fearless, but because I trust you. Courage and confidence are mine, not because I am strong, but because you are. And with that truth, I enter this day with hope, with peace, with boldness, with love. God, as this morning continues and the world becomes louder, I pause again to remind my heart of what is true. Courage does not mean I will never feel fear today. It means that when fear comes, I will not let it rule me. Confidence does not mean I will never doubt. It means that when doubt rises, I will return to your promises as my anchor. Thank you that these gifts are not distant ideals, but present realities available through your Spirit. I thank you for the strength to begin again each time I falter. Courage is not about never stumbling. It is about rising after the fall. Confidence is not about never questioning. It is about choosing faith even when questions remain. Thank you for your patience when I hesitate, for your kindness when I shrink back, for your gentle nudge forward when I am tempted to stay still. Each step forward, no matter how small, is victory when I walk it with you. God, I ask for courage to resist negativity today. The world is full of voices that discourage, distract, or diminish. Let me not absorb their weight. Let me not let criticism crush me or cynicism harden me. Instead, let me choose words of life, thoughts of hope, actions of love. Courage is resistance to despair, and I choose that resistance today. Confidence is choosing to believe that good is still possible, that growth is still happening, that grace is still enough. I thank you for the renewal that comes through gratitude. Gratitude itself is courage, because it refuses to focus on what is lacking. Gratitude itself is confidence, because it affirms that I am already blessed, already held, already enough. So I pause to give thanks for the roof over my head, for the food that sustains me, for the people who care for me, for the opportunities before me, for the lessons of the past, for the hope of the future, and most of all, for your presence that never leaves me. Gratitude renews my spirit and strengthens my courage. God, let my courage today be visible in kindness. Let my confidence be visible in humility. Let them both be reflected in how I treat others. The true measure of strength is not how loudly I speak, but how deeply I love. The true measure of confidence is not how much attention I receive, but how much peace I bring. Teach me to embody these truths today. Let me carry courage into conversations, into responsibilities, into challenges. Let me carry confidence into moments of uncertainty, into places of fear, into opportunities for growth. I also ask for courage to dream again. Sometimes disappointment makes me shrink my hopes, but you remind me that faith requires vision. Courage means daring to believe that more is possible. Confidence means trusting that what you begin in me, you will complete. Renew my imagination, God. Heal the places where dreams grew dim. Awaken new possibilities within me. Let me walk into this day, not just surviving, but living fully, embracing opportunities with boldness. God, I thank you for your constancy. Everything around me may change, but you remain steady. People's opinions may rise and fall, but your love is unshaken. Circumstances may shift, but your promises endure. This constancy is the source of my courage. This faithfulness is the foundation of my confidence. When I feel uncertain, I will look to you. When I feel afraid, I will lean into you. When I feel small, I will remember your greatness in me. So as this prayer closes, I step into the day, not with perfection, but with presence. Not with every answer, but with trust. Not with the absence of fear, but with the presence of courage. Not with flawless certainty, but with steady confidence. Thank you, God, that you walk before me, beside me, and within me. Thank you that I am never alone. Thank you that courage and confidence are already alive in me through your Spirit. Today, I will breathe deeply, walk boldly, love freely, and live fully. And when doubt returns, when fear whispers, when uncertainty presses in, I will pause again to remember this truth. I am guided, I am strengthened, I am loved, and that is enough. Amen.